It took 3 minutes for a Reddit mod to cause over 1.7 million hurt feelings and subject a worker uprising to giggles from Fox News in one of the Reddit moments in history. 2013. The Antiwork subreddit is born, a place for those who don't want to work. By 2019, it was 13,000 members strong, but not yet creating an impact like it would. The pandemic saw wages stagnate, living costs increase, and people lose faith in the system of work. These factors led to the Great Resignation, or the Big Quit. In masses, users flocked to r/Antiwork. The mod team had gone from maintaining a few like-minded people to 1.7 million people who didn't want to abolish work, but wanted a change in workplace democracy and apathetic employers. The top voted posts are all stories of quitting and incompetent management. They were so common they had to be restricted to Sundays, the day God quit working on Earth. As with every political discussion board on the internet, r/Antiwork is a place of circle jerking and removing opposing arguments. Being called Antiwork, it is vulnerable to a parade of mockery and jokes, many of which don't work at all, like the subreddit. And having a sleeping dude as their logo doesn't help either. Despite the resistance, this movement is now affecting the real world, with unemployment skyrocketing. Fox News approached the Antiwork mods for an interview, clearly in bad faith, but little do the bigwigs at Fox know that the people of Reddit aren't all unshowered degenerates, and the community is more than unemployed people calling laziness a virtue. The interviewer, Jesse Waters, is a veteran. He knows all the tricks in the book to turn this discussion into a guns-blazing shit show, but instead has to hold back a lull as the shit show happens before him in the form of Doreen. Doreen is just an average Redditor, a moderator of Antiwork since 2013. You couldn't look more like a Reddit mod if you tried. In a perfect world, it doesn't matter what you look like, but God quit development just 7 days in and left us with this buggy, unfinished mess. The world isn't perfect, Betty White is dead, and appearance does matter, especially when doing a TV interview, and especially when trying to make your socialist internet forum seem legit to Fox News. Due to her autism, Doreen struggles to sit still or maintain any kind of eye contact. She explains that she is a dog walker who works 20 hours a week, calls laziness a virtue, and dreams of teaching critical thinking. This interview was a horrible idea to do, even if you had years of preparation and look like Brad Pitt. In just 3 minutes, the chance of the community being taken seriously is in the toilet, being lampooned by all sides involved. But if there's one group of people who won't mind being ignored and mistreated, surely it's Antiwork. It's time for a classic Reddit lockdown. Moderation teams are not content creators, are not developers of a video game we're on, or not authors of some book that we're all reading. You have no power here. Negativity, banned. Neutrality, banned. Positive criticism, banned. The mods say that they're only banning transphobic comments, like this one. I'm just criticizing your interview performance. My comment has nothing to do with your identity or sexuality. Please don't ban. A statement is released by the mod team, creating even more backlash. The mods had never consulted the subreddit who they speak for and clearly don't represent their interests. Of course, the natural course is to make the subreddit private, with no remorse, preventing intercourse at the source by force. 5 days of being private gives everyone on Reddit time to dwell on the events transpired. Hate is firstly directed towards Doreen, but it's not all her fault. The mods okayed the interview and chose her to represent them. Any amount of sound reasoning or consultation would have prevented this. The sub reopened with this statement. Damn, but judging by the comments, it sounds pretty bad. And using the Wayback Machine, it looks very bad. New mod, user Kimazuke gives their third-person account of the drama in third person. They describe themselves as 21 years old, long-term unemployed, which is hard to do unless you've never had a job. It does specifically tell us that Doreen did have a shower that morning, somehow incriminating her more. I'd like to take this moment to tell everyone listening that I didn't shit my pants this morning. I didn't, okay? As demanded by the people, user Abolish Work, Doreen's account, was removed from the mod team and replaced with user FuzzyX3, a day-old account that— hey, wait a second, Doreen, you scoundrel. Other moderators quit by themselves. This post naturally made everyone mad again. Some people already left to join properly named subs, like Work Reform, but the drama hasn't negatively affected this sub's growth. After being made a mockery of and internationally ridiculed for days, going back to it just a week later, it's like none of this ever happened. They did a great job of culling people and washing away the evidence. The sub is back to normal, just respected way less by everyone else. I guess you can try and reform this place as much as you want. It just won't work. Thank you, Aggie. I'll be here all week.